Good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and start with our toe lifts. So we do have our Tabatas today. 2 exercises, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. But today we're going to do something a little bit different. Heels up, right, left. So right and left. So we're going to do the first exercise for 2 rounds. Second exercise for 2 rounds. And then we're going to do both exercises together for 4 rounds. Right leg, let's swing it front to back. So standing nice and tall. Hold on to something if you need to. We just want to start to wake up those hips, wake up that balance. Good. 4, 3, switch it over to the other side, front and back. Start with a small movement and then start to make it a little bigger as your hip joint starts to loosen up a little bit. 4, 3, switch it to the other side, out and in. And you can just tap and tap. I just want you to start to wake up that hip. If you can start to add a little swing, go for it. 3, 2, switch it to the other side. So out, a little cross in front. So again, you can start with your tap and your tap, and then you can start to make it a little bit bigger. 3, 2, switch it, heel down, toe up, nice good hip circles. Keep the hip to the side versus letting it go to the front. Good, change direction. We're trying to kind of get side glute, a little bit of the back of the body. Switching legs, heel down, toe up. So think about your position being here. Good, change direction versus letting that hip come and swing out to the front. 4, 3, slow deadlift, feet hip width apart, hinge it forwards and stand tall. So shoulders down and back. I almost want you to imagine you're holding onto a stick or a band, and I want you to try to pull that stick or that band tight against your thighs and lift it up. So hinge it forward, take it back, hinge and lift. Let's lift our heels right here, up and down. So a little different today. This is one of our exercises, is a heel lift. So I want you to think about using both feet, roll through the ball of the foot and the big toe. Good, slow squat, down 2, up 2. So sitting the hips back towards the heels. We want to keep our chest fairly upright. Yes, you're going to hinge forwards. We just don't want to bow. We've already done deadlifts, so we want to stay tall. Even if your squat is shallow, we can be here. You can see my chest is still staying up, down, and lift. One more. Forward step and reach right here. Forward step, pull it back. Squeeze the shoulders, reach and pull. Good. 4, 3, 2, forward step, cross body, reach it, corner to corner. Good. 4, 3, 2, side lunge, step it out to the side, hold it in place. So little inner thigh. Good. 4, 3, 2, hold it in the center, cat-cow. Inhale, exhale. So a little arch and a little tuck. So in and out. We've got 3 more. Again, if you don't want to arch and you don't want to round, you're more than welcome to just belly breathe. Last one. Hold your tuck. We're going to roll the shoulders all the way up. Bring the feet together. Hinge it forwards. Reach it down. We're going to open and close our books. So nice, good reach. Good. 4, 3, 2, hold the forward hinge. Now we're going to do rear fly. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, hinged forwards. Imagine that we're stretching a band. 4, 3, 2, good. Bring it all the way up. Arm circle up and back. Bring it back around to the front. Switch sides. So I like to think thumb comes up, pinky goes down. So we lead with our thumb. Halfway through, we switch to leading with our pinky. Up and around. Bring it back. Good. 4 more. Up and around. Circle. This is a really good one to practice against a wall. So you stand sideways to the wall and you draw a circle there. Last one. Let's hinge it forward, walk it out to a nice good plank. So hinge it forwards, walk it out, get into your plank position, hold your plank for a moment, and then walk it all the way back up again. So we're starting to activate our core, working on a little bit of stability. Use the chair if you need to. And I will say, I don't think we have any hands and knees exercises again today. I think that we're going to be on our backs for the last 2 sets, our last 2 circuits. So if that matters for you, we don't have hands and knees today. Good, let's bring it all the way back up, roll the shoulders, bring it back into the center. We've got our heel stomp, so stomp, stomp. Good, 8, 7. Here's 4, 3, march it out, shake it out, roll the shoulders, grab a quick drink of water. I didn't think I was going to need my fan today, but I might actually need it because the heater's on. I can feel the heat coming off of my radiator. All right, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. Exercise 1, 2 sets. Exercise 2, 2 sets. Exercise 3 through 8. Or no, we just combine the 2 and we do the last 4 rounds. It makes sense, I promise. We've done it before. So decide if you want to use weights. So for this one, you can absolutely do body weight, especially if you need to hold on for your heel lifts. But let's grab a dumbbell or 2 if you can. 20 seconds of pulsing squats in 3, 2, and 1. So we're nice and tall. We're going to take it down. 3, 2, 1, and then stand. 3, 2, 1, and stand. On a couple of these exercises, you're going to end up doing your combined work. Good. Rest. You're going to end up doing your combined work with a lighter weight if you're doing legs and upper body. So just kind of keep that in mind. 2 and 1, pulsing squat. So 3, 2, 1, and stand. Watch your knee position, trying not to let it go and kind of knock. You know what I mean? That sometimes happens, but we also don't want to let go way out and roll to the outside edge of our foot. Good, bring it in, rest. Heel lifts, 20 seconds, 2 rounds. So feet hip width apart, toes pointing forwards, lift up, and then lower. Lift and lower. I know on my right foot, it feels kind of funny when I do these correctly because I'm so used to rolling to the outside edge of my foot on that side. Good, rest. 10 seconds rest. We're gonna go for 20 seconds of heel lifts, round 2. 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant the feet, heels up, heels down, heels up, heels down. And if you need to hold on to something, that's okay. We're working on our balance. We're working on strengthening those ankles. But this is also strengthening your entire leg and your core. Good, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. We have 4 rounds. Pulsing squat, stand into a heel lift. Here's 2 and 1. So take it down. 3, 2, 1. Stand, heel lift, heels down. 3, 2, 1. Stand, heels up, heels down, squat it. 3, 2, 1. Stand, heels up and down. Try to hold that heels up. Good, rest. Try to hold that heels up just a little bit. You know, hold it for that pause, that short time period. 2 and 1. Here we go. So 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and lift. So little pulses, pushing through your heels, standing tall. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, little rest. Got 2 more sets of that. So this is how we're working today. This is what we're doing. 2, and 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, lift. I think I had like a 6-hour clean yesterday. Yeah, something like that, like a 6-hour clean, 7-hour clean maybe. I think it was more like 7. I can kind of feel it. Good, rest. We have one more set. And then we're gonna give the legs and the calves a break. 2, and 1, here we go. So 3, 2, 1, lift. So even if your squats are shallow, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Pulse, 2, 1, lift. Your pulses don't have to be big, so we don't have to like go all the way down and all the way up. Good, rest. Dumbbells down, shake it out, walk around, do some ankle circles if you need to. Second set, or second circuit, 20 seconds of bicep curls twice, 20 seconds of side raises twice, and then 4 rounds, either full curl, full side raise, or half curl, side raise and down. So this is a little easier. You decide which one's gonna work better. But we're gonna start with our curls. 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So just 20 seconds of curls. Nothing fancy. So for these ones, I want you to go all the way up, all the way down. All the way up, all the way down. For these, I'm gonna have to go get a decent weight for my shoulders when we get to that point. Good, rest. So it'll probably be light for my biceps, but it'll be a good shoulder workout for me. So normally I'd go a little heavier on these, but good, curls. I just don't want to get a second set of dumbbells this morning. Good, so you can go heavy curls, light side raises, or medium curls, light side raises. This is your curls only. This is your chance to challenge them a little. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, side raises. I do have to go lighter for these. 2, and 1. So I'm just gonna go for side raises. And again, here you can do longer lever, straight arm, or bend the elbow right here. Lock in the elbow at 90 degrees. So this is a little easier. 2, and 1. Good, short rest. Gonna go for second round of just side raises. 2, and 1. So just lift out and bring it in. If I'm already feeling a little tired today for these, so you can absolutely alternate. There's nothing wrong with this. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna do 1 curl, 1 side raise. If you need to do 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left, go for it. 2, 1, good. So you can curl it all the way up, all the way down, full side raise and down, or halfway up, side raise, and then down. So you can do halvesies if you'd like, or full curl, full raise. Good, relax, shoulders down. This is the one that when we get to sets 3 and 4, we're definitely probably gonna feel it. Here we go. So 1 curl, down, 1 side raise, and down. Curl, down, lift, and down. If you need to, curl, lift, get yourself a break, curl, and lift. 2, and 1. You have 2 more sets. 2 more sets. Little shake out. 2, and 1. So 1 curl, 1 side raise. Good. 1 curl, one side raise. We also do not have overhead presses today. This is our shoulder for today. We do have rear flies next. 3, 2, and 1. But hey, no hands, no knees, no overhead presses. But a lot of people are going to be super happy about that. Here's 2 and 1. Good. So last set, 1 curl, 1 side raise. So for this exercise, this is a good weight for me for my shoulders. This is light for my biceps, but it's okay because I'm still getting a lot of volume with it. 2 and 1. Good. Shake it out. Walk around, grab a drink of water, roll your shoulders. We're going to move on circuit number 3. We have deadlifts and we have rear flies. So for deadlifts, for my 2 rounds of that, I'm going to go heavier because rear flies, I have to go light, so it's going to be easy. This is a little more upper body focused today. So we're just going to start with our deadlifts. 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So just deadlifts. Just deadlifts. So again, I'm going a little heavier here, focusing on strengthening my legs. This is my chance to challenge my legs. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So short rest. Just stand nice and tall. You can set the dumbbells down for a little bit if you need that 10 seconds of rest. So we have 2 and 1 right here. So hinge and lift. Now for the rear fly, if you would like to do a band pull apart, you can do that. So if you want to use your band, you want to do a pull apart instead, go for it. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, rear fly or band pull apart. I'm going to try my 8s, no guarantees. Good. Right here, hinge it forward, just rear flies. Just rear flies. Or if you've got a band, stand tall, band pull apart, stretch the taffy. So I actually like doing these with a band. Here's 3, 2, and 1. I like doing band pull aparts. Such a good exercise. Good. 3, 2, 1. Hinge it forwards, reach, and lower. So we're holding that position. Now if you're staying standing with that band, you're going to just stand. A lot of people find this easier. It's less pressure on your back. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're going to I cannot talk today. We're going to combine those. We're going to do 1 deadlift, 1 fly. 1 deadlift, 1 fly. Here we go. So hinge, fly, lower, and stand. Hinge, lift, lower, stand. If you've got a band, you can do your pull apart at the bottom, or you hinge, you stand, and then you do your fly. Good. Rest. So that's an option for you if you want to use that band. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Hinge it forward, lift, lower, and stand. Like I said, today is really more of an upper body focus. So you know that means that Thursday is probably going to be a little bit more lower body, but we'll see how I feel. Here's 2 and 1. Good. So a little shoulder roll, a little shake out. Just give yourself a break. 3, 2, 1. Again, if you need to, hinge, right side, and then stand. Hinge, left side, and then stand. So if you're struggling today, you can absolutely do one side and then the other. You get that extra little bit of rest, just a little. 2 and 1. We have one more set. We have one more set. 3, 2, and 1. Hinge, squeeze, and then stand tall. Hinge, squeeze, and stand tall. 10 seconds. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down. Shake it out. Walk around. Grab a drink. We're going to move on. Circuit number, what are we at? 4? Yes, 4. We've got more legs and more back. So we're going to do side lunges. So you can alternate your side lunges for 2 sets, or you can do round 1 right, round 2 left. Then we're going to do rows, and you can just do rows here, or you can do the step out, 1 and 2, and then we're going to do side lunge row, side lunge row. So you have some options. But I'm just going to grab a single dumbbell for this one. I'm going to do all one side, and then I'm going to switch. But side lunges in 3, 2, and 1. So I'm just going to step it out like I want to put the dumbbell on the floor, and then I stand up. Take it down, stand. If you want to alternate, great. Again, your lunge does not have to go to the floor. Step and reach. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Switching sides. If you did singles with me, we're doing the other side this set. 3, 2, and 1. So side lunge, bring it up. So step it out and lift. Chest is tall. Yes, I'm hinging forward, but I'm also pushing my buns down and back towards my heels. Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna go for rows. If you wanna do both arms, great. If you wanna do one arm, that's okay too. 2 and 1. I'm going here just because I'm going heavier. If you wanna be here, go for it. I'm just going in because the position we're gonna be in is a little bit over to the side. But I just want you to think, drive the elbow back right to the front of the pelvis. 2 and 1. Bring it in, switch it over to the other side. Or if you're doing both arms, keep doing both arms. So a little step out. I do turn my toe a little bit to the corner right here, row and down. So hand can be on your thigh, but our posture is nice and tall. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, I am gonna do 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left. 1 side lunge, 1 row, and then stand back up again. 2 and 1. So side lunge, row, release, stand tall. I'm doing single-sided just because switching hands and trying to alternate, it's doable. It's just not what I want to go for today. Plus, I want to really focus on getting a little bit more lower body. 2 and 1, short rest. And again, if you want to do right, left, you can. I'm going to do 2 right and 2 left. Right here. So step it out, side lunge, row it, and lift. Okay, we've got about 5 more seconds. And then we're going to switch sides for 2 sets. Good, bring it up. Rest. If you did right, left, now you're going back to right. If you did 2 right, now we're switching over to the left. Here we go. So side lunge, row, lift it up. Side lunge, row, and push. Here's 2 and 1. Bring it in. Short rest. 1 more set, and then we're going to go down to the floor. 3, 2, and 1. So side lunge, row it up, down, stand tall. And again, your lunge does not have to be a big, huge lunge. It's okay if it's a little step and you focus on your rows today. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out, little walk around, grab a drink. We're gonna head down to the floor. So we're gonna do a narrow chest press. Narrow chest press. So for me, that's gonna be the palms facing in that a lot of you already do. Your second exercise is gonna be skull crushers. If you're staying standing today, your best bet is gonna be to do 4 rounds of a banded chest press and 4 rounds of a tricep exercise. It's kind of hard if you're standing to try to do the compound exercise. So if you're staying standing today, just do 4 rounds of a chest press and 4 rounds of a tricep exercise that you like. We're also gonna do crunches and leg lowers. So if you're standing, you can do standing crunches, and you can do, for leg lowers, you do leg, extend, and then slowly lower it down. So up, out, and down. If you don't want to do standing crunches, you can do a farmer's carry or a weighted march to focus on stability instead of flexion and extension. But we're gonna start with narrow chest press, and I'm just gonna have my 10s. That'll be a good weight for me for triceps, a little light for chest press, but that's okay. We're kind of really getting, like I said, upper body, smaller muscle groups today. But 20 seconds, narrow chest press in 3, 2, and 1. So all the way down on your back, palms facing in, press up and down. So this one, elbows are pointing down towards your hips. Your upper arm is going to kind of brush against your torso as you go up and down. 3, 2, 1. You can rest your arms in the up position or in the down position. Up position, you're gonna get tired faster. 2, and 1. So narrow press up. Now when we do a chest press, especially on a narrow one, when we bring our arms down, we don't wanna let the end of our dumbbell come to our shoulder. I want you to think about keeping your wrist in line with your elbow. Wrist in line with your elbow. Good, rest. Getting ready for triceps, getting ready for skull crushers here. If you're staying standing today, keep going, couple more sets of presses. Good, so time's on. So skull crushers, lower the dumbbell and bring it up. Lower and lift. Now if you want to do this with just one dumbbell, you can. You can still do this exercise. 2, and 1. Short rest. So you can absolutely hold on to one dumbbell on the ends. 2, and 1. Good skull crushers. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Elbows stay pointing up towards the ceiling. Low back pulled into the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to combine them. We're going to do chest press up, skull crusher, and then back down again. Here's 2 and 1. So we press it up, skull crusher, straighten, and then arms back down again. Press up, skull crusher, bend and straighten, arms to the floor. Now if you need to, yes, you can absolutely do one arm at a time because I am feeling the triceps today already. Good, rest, and we have 3 more sets. So adjust your weights if necessary. Here's 2 and 1. So press it up, lower, lift, and down. Press it up, lower, lift, and down. Slow and steady, rest is needed. It's always quality over quantity. Good, rest. Like I said, this is kind of light for me for a chest press, but this is definitely a heavier weight for skull crushers. Good, time's on. 2 more sets. This is our first of 2. Nice, good press. Nice, good skull crusher. So if you're standing, you should be hopefully on your 3rd set of triceps. Good, rest. 1 more set, and then our next exercise is no dumbbells at all, no arms. Here's 2 and 1. So press it up. lower, lift, take it back down again. Chest press, skull crusher down, skull crusher up, lower the arms back to the floor. Here's 2 and 1. Carefully bring those dumbbells down, set them off to the side so they're out of the way. Our next set is we're going to do sorry, my phone's acting up. So we're going to do 2 sets of crunches, 2 sets of leg lowers, and then you can either do a crunch up and down and then a leg lower, or you can do an isometric hold crunch with your leg lowers. Completely up to you. So 20 seconds of crunches in 3, 2, and 1. So bring it all the way down. We're going to crunch up and then take it down again. I must have done a longer warm-up today, because normally we're finishing up by now. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Not that we're running super late, it's just a couple minutes later than normal. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So just crunch it up, crunch and down. Now, if you just want to crunch and hold here right now, you absolutely can. So if you don't want to do that flexion and extension, you can just do an isometric hold. You always have options. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good, upper body stays down here. We're going to lift our legs up, low back pulled into the floor. Legs can be straight, or you can bend your knees like dead bugs. And we're just going to start with lower and lift, times on. Low back stays close to the floor. It's 100% okay if your heel does not touch the floor. It's okay if you only go out to about 45 degrees and then come back up again. As long as your low back is staying close to the floor, your core is tight. Good, rest. You can bend the knees, give yourself a little hug if you'd like. Here's 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to do our leg lower, leg lift, down, and up. So there's no movement in the core or in your pelvis. It's just your leg moving in the joint. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, little rest. Now we have 4 rounds. You can do 1 crunch with your legs up and then a couple of leg lowers, or you can hold your crunch. Good, so this one, first option, crunch up, down, lower the leg, lift it back up. Crunch up and down, lower and lift. Or hold your crunch, hold your isometric crunch, and then do your leg lowers. Your call. Good, rest. And today I like pulling my knees in and giving myself a little bit of a break. Good. All right, round 2, lift it up and down, or hold your crunch, alternating leg lowers. If you need to, again, bend your knees and do a heel tap to the floor like we do for dead bugs. We want to open at the hip and try to tap our heel to the floor farther away from our buns. 2, 1, good, pull it in, rest. We have 2 more rounds. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold it up, lower and lift. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. All right, if you would like to try doing both legs at the same time on this last set, you can. Good, time's on, so you have that as an option. If you're not ready for that yet, it's 100% okay. It's 100% okay. I would rather you have a regressed move and keep yourself safe than try to do something that maybe you're just not quite ready for yet. Good, bring it in, rest. Give yourself a little break. You can stretch it out in Shavasana. You can roll over onto your tummy. And just get a nice good stretch in. gonna stretch starting on our backs today since we're already there. If you're standing, you can stay standing. I would recommend finding a chair, possibly. Let's take the left leg out straight, pull the right knee into the chest, keeping the left leg as straight as we can. The right knee comes into the chest, so we're a little bit of hamstring stretching, and then we're really trying to stretch out the hip flexors as well. Good, let's switch sides. So right leg out, pull the left knee into the chest. So really try to extend that right leg as far as possible. Pull the left knee in. You can do this when standing. Just pull the knee into the chest. You can grab behind the thigh. You don't have to grab in front of the knee. Good, we're gonna pull both knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug. If you would like to lift your upper body and bring your nose to your knees, you can. If you're standing, you can just do a little bit of a cat-cow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take that left leg out. You can have your legs straight or you can have your knee bent and your foot flat on the floor. Your right leg is up and your knee is going to be pointing towards the ceiling. We're going to flex our foot and we're going to straighten the knee and bend the knee. So we're doing a little bit more of a hamstring stretch here. Your knee does not have to go perfectly straight, especially if you've got your left leg straight and resting on the floor and you're a little bit tight. It's not going to go all the way straight, and that's okay. Good, let's bring that leg part way up and we're just going to circle our ankle. Change direction. Let's take that right ankle, cross it over our left thigh just above our knee. Open that right knee out, figure 4. You can pull your foot in more, or you can actually take that left foot off of the floor and pull it into the chest. We're stretching the outside of that right thigh, so it's just our little figure 4. In 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Right foot can be either straight or again foot flat on the floor. Left leg knee is going to point up towards the ceiling. Flex your foot. We're going to straighten and we're going to bend. Straighten and bend. And this is one, definitely don't force it. We're kind of doing a little bit of nerve flossing, but it's also really just stretching out the hamstring. We don't want this to hurt. We don't want this to be something that causes pain and discomfort. We want this to feel kind of better. Think about like when you floss your teeth, you don't want to just go crazy with that floss between your teeth. That's going to irritate your gums. We want to be very nice when we floss our nerve and when we do this stretch. Good. Now we're going to take that left leg. We're going to take the ankle, cross it over the right thigh just above the knee. Left knee, we're going to kind of open it out, and then we can pull in on the right leg if you would like to deepen the stretch. You can have the right leg out straight. If you'd like, you can just pull the right leg in a little closer to your butt or pull it all the way up. Completely up to you how you want to do this. Good. In 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Release that leg. We're going to roll to one side. We're going to roll up to a seated position. Give the blood a chance to figure out where it's going. Just a nice good pike position. We're going to give ourselves a nice good pat on the back. If you're not able to do pike, you can absolutely bend your knees until you're able to sit straight and nice and tall. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. We're going to come over onto hands and knees. We're going to go for a half kneeling position. So half kneeling, tuck the tail under, squeeze your glute, a little bit of a push forward, and we're just going to hold it today. And I want you to think, keep the ribs tucked, and now I want you to just roll the shoulders down and back, and I just want you to squeeze. So squeeze the shoulder blades to open the chest, but don't let your low back arch. So we're working on that good posture position. It's a little exaggerated. 3, 2, 1. Release, switch it over to the other side. So half kneeling, Tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, little push forward. Our ribs are tucked under as well. So we should be pretty tight in the core. And then we're gonna bring our arms down, and again, keeping that tight core, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades, almost like you're trying to take your pinkies to touch each other in the back. So we're just squeezing the shoulder blades together, but we're tucking our ribs so we're not puffing out. So it's over-exaggerated. Good, in 3, 2, 1, release. Pull that front leg back. Come up to a nice tall standing position. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down into our back pockets. Shoulders down, ear to shoulder, side to side. There's 2, 1. Bring the head up, look to one side, look to the other. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in the center. Big breath in. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, and exhale. And one more time. Big breath in. And you are all done.